Hey everybody, it's Professor Hillier. We have a short video on the marketing funnel and the customer journey. The marketing funnel has been around for a long time. I learned about it in business to business marketing and in sales. It's quite common in marketing to consumers, especially in marketing communications. So, what is it? Well, it's based upon the idea that not all potential buyers will end up as buyers. Not all prospects will be your customers. And given that, it says that you have to maintain enough prospects, potential buyers, in each stage as they move closer to making a purchase. Let's look at the example on the screen. So, typically in a marketing funnel, there's two sides. On one side is the stages or steps that a potential customer goes through. In this case, it's brand awareness. They have to have some interest in solving their problem or reaching some opportunity. They have to give the idea some real consideration. They have to form intentions to solve their problem. They have to evaluate different options. And then finally, they'll make a purchase. And as they go through that process, especially for an individual company, there'll be attrition. Potential buyers will drop out because they're not interested anymore. They buy from the competition. Something happens to their financial situation. There's many, many reasons. On the other side, there are marketing activities. And these activities are there to help maintain or ensure that there's enough new people or new companies entering into the funnel. So at the top of the funnel is often where we talk about lead generation, where we create some awareness, we create some initial interest. In the middle of our mid funnel, we have interest, consideration, intent here. We're nurturing leads, and nurture is a relatively new term, and it means that the buyer, the potential buyers, they're not ready right now to buy. And so you have to build a relationship. You have to nurture them. It may be a month, it might be 2 years. For some reason, they're not quite ready, and you have to stay engaged with them, stay in contact. And then at some point, they're going to go to sales. And whether they buy online, go to a store, or if the marketing department hands them off to the sales department, they're going to interface with the sales function. Now, another useful thing about the funnel is that it's a good way to look at how you can increase sales. There are four basic strategies. One, the more people in the funnel, the more leads you can get, keeping your conversion ratios the same, you're going to get more sales. Another strategy is to get better qualified prospects. Don't waste time with prospects that say they're interested but don't have the finances, whatever it is that holds them back. Don't have the money. All right, so work with better prospects, increase your conversion ratio. All right, get better at moving your prospects, your potential customers through the funnel. Right, convert more at interest, convert more at consideration, convert more at intention, close more during evaluation, beat out your competition. So if you can cut down the attrition, capture a higher percentage, your sales are going to go up. And another strategy is move people through the funnel faster. Assuming you can keep filling the top of the funnel with new prospects, move people through faster. Shorten the cycle. You'll be able to process more potential customers, and you'll end up with more sales. The customer or buyer journey is relatively new. It's really an expansion and a rethinking of what the buyer goes through from their perspective. The growth in customer relationship management and the tracking of all the touch points has also brought along The development of customer experience management, that's CX or CEM sometime, has brought about this idea that, hey, we can do a better job understanding what the customer is looking for and what are the steps they go through. And knowing this, we can do a better job marketing to them. So this is not quite a definition, but the customer journey really represents the customer's desires, expectations, actions, stages, influences, everything on the buying decision, from pre-awareness, meaning, how do we get our message out there before they've even known about it, through after they buy and developing a relationship. Very popular way to conceptualize this and work on it within a company is customer journey mapping. And so you go through and you document the journey that your typical customer goes through for better understanding. And it's going to vary by type of customer and market segment. It helps you design better experiences. You have a better understanding. You can walk in your prospects' customers' shoes. And once you understand this customer journey and you understand the process, where your competitors are, what your prospect or potential customer is thinking about at each stage or step, you're in a better position to influence them to buy your product. Here's a business to consumer customer journey example. You can see the steps: awareness, interest, consideration, actually purchasing the brand, keeping them as a customer, retention, and then the last stage is advocacy, becoming an influencer, recommending it to others. And then the curved path through here are the different tools and touch points for the company. Maybe they first learned about the brand through public relations and radio, TV, print, regular communications, word of mouth from a friend. Then they started seeing online ads, especially if they Googled anything. They start chasing you around the internet, the display ads, email, pay-per-click, they clicked on something, more social ads, they saw on Facebook, it came up in their feed. A little more interest, they read some reviews, they read a blog, whether it's from the company or from an influencer or somebody who reviews those products. They're the standard media, either email the company or perhaps, got email from the company because they visited their website and left their email address. Purchase, e-commerce, or whether through a store, on the website. Once they're a user, maybe it's a type of product where they join in a community, to get more ideas of how to use the product. Hey, I just got a GoPro, I just got a new camera, how do I use this? They contribute to, a knowledge base, or they look up a knowledge base or facts, frequently asked questions, and then they respond to promotions. Maybe they write their own blog, or they post positive comments on the company's blog. And then, they get on Facebook, whatever their Pinterest, whatever the social network is, Twitter, and they communicate. Or maybe they even help publish a newsletter promoting the brand. So that's kind of the idea of the customer journey nowadays, right? It's really expanded due to digital marketing and all the opportunities, all the chances to have engagement, touch points with the customer. Here's another example. It's a business-to-business example. And there are just a couple of things I want to point out from this. First of all, you can see on the left that the buyer's journey is broken down into 3 stages: awareness, consideration, and a decision. And then the black, right, this whole process is for marketing in a business-to-business context. And we can see at the bottom that when marketing is done, hopefully you're going to hand over this potential buyer to sales. And the black part of the funnel in there represents the different things that the marketing is trying to accomplish in this business to business context. Answer basic questions. Get recognized by the buyer as, a thought leader. Hey, this company, they're on the leading edge, and I can believe what they're saying. Um, Introduce your positioning of your brand and your company. What's your value proposition? What makes you special? All right, answer basic questions that are a little closer to, okay, I'm interested in your company. How does sales happen? How much do I need to buy? And also marketing needs to get some information to find out whether that the potential buyer is a good prospect. Provide more product information. Handle any issues, right, that come up ahead of time. Oh, gee, you guys are really expensive. You've had some service problems. Your stock's not doing well, right? To come up with a, marketing qualified lead for sales. And on the far right, some of the stuff that you'll be working with or doing is it's the digital marketing tools that they use for this. So inbound marketing tactics, it's spelled wrong up there, right? So they have a blog and they use social media. So some companies use social selling on LinkedIn, keywords and all their web pages and everything for Google searches. Um, Calls to action. All right, when a call to action, a CTA is when you give out some promotional literature or some message or something to engage your potential customers, and you ask them to do something. All right, call 1-800. Subscribe, download a paper. Landing pages are where they go when they click on or execute a call to action. Different forms, contact information, get email information, lead scoring, which is a way for the company figures out how good a prospect are they. All right, are they high? Are they hot? Are they likely to buy? Or are they tire kickers? Or they're not likely to purchase? All right, do you track them with your CRM, more social media, and then et cetera through that? So marketing's process, or I should say marketing's purpose, or what they do in a lot of heavy business to business companies, is they handle most of the upper part of the funnel so in this case, awareness and consideration. And then many times, but not always, they'll hand it off to sales for some, face-to-face type of contact. And that's the marketing funnel and the customer buyer journey.